Hi, Coach Linda here. I want to talk to you today about four main principles of THM. In THM, we separate the fats and the carbs. The reason for that is that your body can burn through just fats or just carbs faster than if it has to burn through both of them at the same time. That will hopefully allow your body the chance to burn through some of your own body fat. And that's one thing that really separates it from other eating plans. We do that by having what we call S meals and E meals. The S meals stand for satisfying, and in those we have healthy fats, very little carbs, protein, and plenty of non-starchy vegetables. And then the E stands for energizing, and those are the meals with the healthy carbs, very little fats, proteins, and again, plenty of non-starchy vegetables. In the S meal, to keep the carbs low, we only use up to about 10 net carbs. And in the E meals, to keep the fats low, we only use up to about 5 grams of fat. Both meals, we like to have the protein at about 20 to 30 grams, so we have a good amount there. And then in the timing of having our meals, that's a second principle of THM, we like to keep about 3 to 4 hours between meals. That way your body has a chance to use the fuel that you've given it before you go give it some more. So be sure that you eat enough to last you for that long, but don't go overboard either. A third principle of THM is balancing and stabilizing your blood sugar. We do that because it's so good for your overall health, as well as the fact that it does help with weight loss. Now, to do that, we need to take away the sugar and the white flour and white potatoes for a time, because those are the starchiest ones. Now, when we take away this sugar, we do have sweeteners that we can use instead, and we have other flours made of nut flours that we can use as well to help you still be able to have the things that you would enjoy in sweet treats or things like that. Now, if you are using some sweeteners from the store, those are the kind that are including erythritol and xylitol and stevia, and you have to check the label and make sure they did not include any sugar in those. Monk fruit is also acceptable, and you can buy some of these sweeteners from THM. They offer some really great ones. They just don't have the monk fruit. So you can look for those at health food stores, and sometimes you can just find them at regular grocery stores. A fourth principle of THM that's very important is including protein with every meal and snack. The amount of protein that would work well for a meal is about 20 to 30 grams, and a snack is usually more like about half the size of a meal, so 10 to 15 grams of protein there. When you're having a meal and you're having about 20 to 30 grams, if you're just having a piece of meat, just look at it as about the size of the palm of your hand, and you'll have about the right amount. Now, these four principles that we've just talked about, separating fats and carbs, your timing, and the timing keeps the carbs and the fats separated as well by keeping the meals 3 to 4 hours apart. And then the balancing of your blood sugar by leaving out white flour and sugar and starchy potatoes, as well as adding protein to your meals. Those are the things you need to be thinking about every time you eat. There are four very important main principles that will make your THM meals be successful and satisfying, and you will be able to see better results if you keep those things in mind every time you eat.